when I was first suicidal, when I was younger, I actually lived in New Britain. Not only did I live in New Britain, I lived like maybe 4 streets from where I currently live in New Britain. So I found this to be the sort of perfect alignment in a way. So I'm very glad that y'all are here. I'm very glad to be here. And I'm very glad that no one wanted me dead as much as I did. I ain't kidding, kid. When I was a kid, I had enough of this thing we call life. I wanted to disappear under a knife into the night. I wanted to slip away when no one was home that day and end it all. I wanted eternal quiet inside, because inside, turbulent turmoil and memories, some made up by my own personal biases, insecurities expounded by middle school bullies and bullies at home and bullies by blood, pounding down the sweets and anything to eat, really to fill the ever-growing void, and ever-evolving family, losing one member to be replaced by a stranger. Even stranger still, I can't recall any thrill in my life at that time. I just didn't want to show up. I just wanted them to do attendance in the morning and be the only student not present for so long that they would see it as a gift, for they wouldn't have to try to mispronounce my name for the millionth fucking time. Don't put me on a milk carton or paper signs on light posts with the word missing above some photo of a faux smile. Side note, I still carry a picture in my wallet of myself in the 6th grade when I first wanted to really slip away. No, I'm gone. I'm ghosting it. And I almost did, literally. You know, there are so many different ways to die that have nothing to do with whether you're breathing or not. It would be a long time before I stopped wanting to actually die. Before my family would stop calling me depressed, before I would stop looking for love in other people, before I would stop killing off parts of myself to appease them or make them stay because I thought I needed them, before I realized why I couldn't do it, why I didn't just go through with it. You know how they say, you never really know what you have until it's gone? I almost did that. I was almost gone. But I always clumsily pulled myself back with unfurling rope that would burn my hands every time I slipped. I'd step back from jumping off that porch. I'd step back on my bed and away from the window I wanted to fly out of. I avoided the speeding traffic and kept my seatbelt on the highway when I just wanted to jump out. Why could I not go through with this? It sounds oxymoronic, but the reason I wanted to die is because I so very much wanted to live. No one wanted my life more than me. Death visited me in that apartment to silently ask me if this was my final decision, and I ran for my life. It was the first of many meetings, but each time the greeting got a little friendlier, and my understanding better of what truly needs to die in my life. And it's not my life that needs to go. And now, no one wants me to be alive more than I do. Thank you. So there's this book that I'm always referring to if you follow me on social media, which you totally should, right? There's this book that I read a couple of years ago. It's called Women Who Run with the Wolves by Clarissa Pinkola Estes. And some of my artwork is actually inspired by some of the things that I read in there. And she talks about, she is the one that introduced me to this idea of death being something that can be personified in a way, something that we do instead of something that happens to us. So big shout out to her. I just wanted to let you all know that some of this is coming from that, and that book, in all honesty, really changed my life a couple years ago. And since then, everything's been right where I want it to be. Now, this may sound strange to you, but I need this pain. I need to go through it so that I may grow through it. And my knees have never buckled underneath the pressure, but I have never sat with the intent to give it the attention it needed. No, that it demanded. I was recycling old patterns, getting stranded at the fork of, here we go again, and yo, where the hell are we going? And both directions were me running away. This might sound strange to you, but I need this pain. Hurt me, make me wail, to have it tear through my heart, seep out my pores so that I may gather it in my arms and cradle it until it is at ease. I need to sift through it piece by piece, keep it under my piercing eyes. If I slip and lose grips as I did before, it will be my demise. I've seen it happen to those around me once or twice. Pain hidden under the guise of love, lust, happiness, or all of the above. Fleeting distractions. It was all mindless feel and no action. No nose to the grindstone. A magician's hat on to get to the work at hand. No magician's hat on to get to the work at hand. And abracadabra, this weeping sorrow into a sweet symphony. Many times I left it as is. It is a very potent substance, an addictive substance that I would use and abuse without giving it any sort of purpose. My pain needs purpose, which once it has served can go on about its merry way. We can part ways at the fork of, oh, this is going to be good and I don't really know where we're going, but I'm going to do it anyway. It will leave once it has served, but first, I must command it. Demand that it give me lessons and learn for myself, whether it is a teacher, when it is a sign, and when it is neither, and when it needs to die. I will not fight to hold it to myself. My pain needs purpose, and sometimes the lesson is to learn when to let it go. Thank you.